Namaste, everyone. Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consulting, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Wednesday afternoon here, about 40 miles south of the Canadian border. So I'm no longer in Denver and I'm no longer in Colorado, but a little bit north, you could say. And for some of you who've been following us for the newsletter, you realize a couple weeks ago was the second to last newsletter, and I decided to combine this into the last newsletter and the bridge for the new beginnings of where this is all going. So some of you might be asking the question, well, why are you no longer writing the newsletter? I've been writing the newsletter every single Wednesday for over 6 years, missing maybe 3 Wednesdays, maybe posting it on a Thursday or on a Friday. But that was because my body was sick, I was traveling, there was internet connectivity issues, but we've done the newsletter rain, sleet, or shine, through sickness, through health, relationship fighting, Kundalini syndrome, business issues, all kinds of stuff. Over the past 6.5 years, we've done the newsletter for the purpose of spreading Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui's teachings and the energies of his teachings. So super, super grateful for that. But I realized over the past year, there had been this huge resistance that was inside of me, and I didn't know where it was coming from. So every Wednesday, I would dread sitting down and writing the newsletter. Now, don't worry. We would sit, we would write the newsletter, and then we would clean the energy and we would bless it with lots of pink, gold, loving, sweet energies before it went into your inbox. And the feedback was self-evident because you guys were like, hey, great newsletter. I got this from it. I'm going to apply this part of it into my life. I sent it to this friend. So the message is getting out there, but my individual experience writing the newsletter for the past year has not been very pleasant. So I said, okay, lots of resistance. The newsletter takes anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5 hours every single Wednesday to write. It's time for a change. It's time for a change because I thought to myself, well, my ninja power is communication. I've been working on communication in the writing form for 6.5 years. We also have the audio form, speaking like a podcast or a recording. And then we have the multimedia, which is what we're doing right now. And I thought, I get to work on different skill sets to keep me engaged. I get to learn about lighting. I get to learn about audio. I get to learn about video. I get to learn about editing while adding more value to more people. And also, this is a better leveraging than the newsletter because we would write the newsletter, we would send it to your inbox, and then that was it. But now we can create a video, we can post it on YouTube, which is now permanently searchable, which now you have a comment section so people can start developing a dialogue with one another and building community. And then it's more interactive and entertaining because you have the multimedia aspect to it. And so this is why I'm no longer writing the newsletter, and this is where the newsletter is going, to a video newsletter. Now, I'm super, super grateful for the over 6.5 years of writing the newsletter. One, I get to practice the virtue of constancy of aim and effort and non-laziness, which is a virtue that our teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui, talks about, that if you are going to be successful in any field, in any endeavor, you need to be consistent. So I consistently and persistently showed up every single Wednesday to make it happen. So I'm grateful for that. Also, I got to clarify my thinking because when I would sit down with a quote of Master Choa's, I go, okay, who's my audience and how can I help them best understand this particular quote? Do I use a story from my own life? Do I use a story from a client's life? Do I use a story from Master Choa himself, from one of his senior instructors? Do I use a story from a historical figure? How can I make this quote understandable and applicable to my audience? So it helped me to get better at communicating and better at understanding Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui's teachings, because he says, if you want to master a subject, you have to teach it. So I got better at teaching these principles, these sutras, these aphorisms. And then it accomplished the target. The newsletter was helping to spread Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui's teachings. How? People would get the newsletter. They would be exposed to a quote or a sutra of the teacher that would get them thinking about the teacher, get them thinking about their own lives, get them thinking about spirituality. It would inspire them to maybe attend a online or offline meditation, maybe a full moon meditation, maybe purchasing a book, a CD, maybe attending a basic pranic healing class. If they were already a pranic healer or a hatha yogi, maybe it would inspire them to take higher classes, to review classes they've already taken, right? So it was doing its purpose of spreading the teachings. That's why we started the newsletter 6.5 years ago. Now, what is next? The next part of us moving forward is YouTube. So the first thing is, if you have not followed or subscribed to our YouTube channel, I highly recommend it. We have over 500 videos on energy healing, meditation, and practical spirituality already online. So if you go to YouTube, you type in ChristianRLong, ta-da, you'll see the channel. So if you're not subscribed, I highly recommend it. That is where we're going to be spending a lot of our time over the next couple years, or something similar to that platform, using audio, visual, and graphics and editing. So far, so good. Number two, over the next 3 months, we are going to be introducing 3 new programs to rapidly, properly, and safely transform your life. My specialization in pranic healing and hatha yoga over the past 17 years has been transformation. What is transformation? Transformation means you have a stronger connection to your higher soul, which comes down and regulates and controls the lower tendencies of yourself. So any issue we have in our lives, health issues, relationship issues, career issues, financial issues, even spiritual issues, is because of lack of soul contact. So our specialization in these 3 programs that we're going to be creating over the next 3 months are going to be designed to help transform your life, because that's what I'm all about. That's what I've dedicated my 17 plus years of life to, is transforming myself and then inspiring and training and helping other people transform themselves. So that's the second thing we got going on. The third thing is a change in hours. A change in hours. So Jim Rohn, who is the mentor of Anthony Robbins, said, when you work, work, and when you play, play. And since I've been a professional energy healer, I've been riding the fence of working and playing, meaning you could access me pretty much any time of the day, 7 days a week, and I would be there to do healing for you. So I was never fully playing and I was never fully working. I was always doing both of them, but not perfectly or not focused. So I'm shrinking my hours of when I'm available for healing, when I'm available to lead meditations, and when I'm available to do live streaming, which is something that we're going to be doing over the next upcoming months. Many of you got accustomed over last year of me always being on every single day, primarily on Facebook, talking about a certain spiritual topic, maybe having a challenge here or there. And then in August, I stopped entirely, and people were like, where did Christian go? So many of you messaged me directly, which I appreciate the acknowledgement, and said, where are you? What happened? And so I've withdrawn because I want to work on some things in my personal and professional life to be a better example for transformation for the people that I serve. And I feel that I've accomplished a lot of that over the past several months, and we're ready to get back out there. Make sense? So those are some of the new changes that you're going to be experiencing or seeing in this world over the next couple months. Is most of our content is going to be on YouTube now. We're going to have 3 new offerings over the next 3 months to help transform your health, your wealth, your career, and your spiritual growth and development, and your relationships. And then also a change in hours, and also seeing more of us on different social media platforms. So I hope that's beneficial for you. I hope you enjoy that. I don't know what else I can do. If you have any suggestions of things that you would like to see in the upcoming future, suggestions, I'm open to those. But in the meantime, my goal is to help you transform. My goal is to help you become a more enlightened soul. Now, enlightenment is not an on or off switch. It's not like you're in complete darkness and ignorance and then bing, you're fully enlightened like the Lord Buddha. Enlightenment is more like a dimmer switch. It's progressive. It's over time through years of purification, years of meditating, years of receiving energy healing, years of having inner reflection, looking at your life, looking at your thoughts, looking at your feelings, looking at your actions, then little by little by little by little, you become more and more enlightened and you become more awakened. So I look forward to assisting you in the process of awakening and the process of transforming your life. Even if you're an advanced practitioner, I have a feeling I can assist you in that process. So I look forward to assisting you in that process. And any questions that you might have, two places you can go to: ChristianRLong.com, my website, or if you want to email me directly, ChristianRLong@gmail.com. And I look forward to serving you in the very, very near future. This is Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and a beautiful 2021. Atma, namaste. Bye-bye.